everybody. If you'd like to raise your hand, and you need to use the mic, please. Matt, thank you.
Hi, Oliver. How disappointed were you with that defeat and also the nature of the defeat?
Massively disappointed everyone because it hurts how the game was played. So I've seen 60, 70 minutes, a fantastic performance of our team, and yeah, once again we didn't decide the game when we could have decided it. It's happened a few times, and I think this is when I'm, let's say, now having played 12 games in this season. So when we was the first defeat, and I think, let's say, this is maybe the missing link to be really a top team in the Premier League, is having this efficiency and decide the game when you can decide. I think you don't have more clear chances than we had in the first 60 minutes when you play away at Everton. Very good team, very well organized, and then when, as long as it's 1-0, it's always everything is possible. And then we made one mistake in defense, and we don't make many mistakes in our defense, but we made one, and they got the penalty, and the game was open. Yeah, and then it was who gets the lucky punch and takes it. Today it was Everton, so congrats to them. But yeah, it really hurts because we all feel it was our fault.
You've spoken before about the importance of momentum. Do you think that that's also kind of what decided the game today, with after the equaliser that Everton just had the momentum and you didn't?
Yes, yeah. And again, it feels for me because we let them in the game, yeah, because we didn't take our clear chances. First half, fantastic performance. You know, I remember the last game. So last year we lost both games 2-1. But when I compare the performances, so I think this was by far the best one. Yeah, and but 1-0 is, and then it's Premier League football. Every team every team can score in the Premier League. Yeah, with one situation with set plays, and this happened today. And but on the other side, it's part of a development. Yeah, that we're now. It's never a straight line up. I think we have made a few steps forward in the last couple of months, and yeah, today we have to feel this disappointment, this pain, and then we will learn from it and try to improve it.
It seemed like some of your players looked quite tired, sort of late on in the game, or sort of after the sort of, as you say, like 70th minute. Do you think that the sort of result was partly down to the number of games you played and the number of minutes in their legs at all? You don't think that was anything to do with it?
No, it would be cheap excuse, and it's easy to say, but we will have to schedule hopefully until the end of the season, because then we have a long journey in the cup competitions, and I think nobody had this feeling for 60 minutes, yeah. And when we are maybe 2 or 3-0 up, I think the game ends completely different, yeah. And then everybody would say, "Wow, no physical issue," and it was just, you know, when you get the equalizer at home, you get the momentum, yeah. You get the energy again, and for us, yes, it's, and also the players are feeling it, yeah. Then you have in your mind, we could have decided it already, yeah. And so that's going on. We tried to bring on a few fresh legs, but today it didn't work.
And just a slight positive, Jeremy Pino seems to have played really well, both against Dinamo Kyiv and today as well. How pleased are you with how he's settled in and how he's sort of starting to make a bigger difference? Yeah,
very pleased. So it's exactly what we have, why we signed him. Yeah, he's such an understanding of the pitch, great work of the space. How he moves in the right areas, how confident he is with the ball, and he also has a great work ethic. You know, how he is working out of possession and always supporting our wing backs. So yeah, it's very, very positive how he's performing and how quick he has settled in.
Gentleman there.
Hi, Oliver. Just in terms of the unbeaten run as a whole ending. I mean, 19 games, and it looks so close to being 20. How big an achievement was it to actually go on a run of that length?
The wrong question today.
Mm.
I'm a terrible loser, so maybe in the international break I can reflect on this great run. But I told the players, but I think when I talk about it, you see, it's not my feeling at the moment. Even I know it, but I told the players that they can be really proud on themselves. It's the next chapter they wrote into Crystal Palace history book after winning 2 trophies. Now the longest unbeaten run in history in over 120 years or whatever. So it's a huge achievement from the players, and so they deserve all the credit. And on the other side, it just feels, I still feel it should have been at least 20 now. So yeah, but it's now time. Also, sometimes you need. Now I think maybe we need to feel this pain again. You don't want it, but sometimes you need it, and to make the next step forward. And now his fingers are crossed with many players going on the international duties, that everybody comes back fit and healthy, and then we will go on starting the next one.
Hi, Oliver. Jack Grealish just went on TV and said that Adam Wharton was the best player on the pitch in his opinion. There's a lot been made about England and Adam. I just wanted to get your thoughts on his performance today.
Oh yes, was very good, but not just this game, in many games, and I think it's yeah, exactly showed where he's excellent, how quick he finds solutions, and what I like today, because sometimes we're speaking about he's always passing with 1 or 2 touches. Sometimes he also can drive the ball, and this is what he showed today. And I think we had a very good setup today. We knew either they press us man to man, and we wanted to go in behind quickly, or when they've just like in the first half, and Chaya as 110, and then it's difficult to control both of our sixes, and Adam and Taichi worked so well in these spaces, and then we could always break the first pressing line and could run. So this is also how the goal happened. Yeah, then they went with the midfielder higher, and then we found Jeremy Pino the 10, and the other 10 was free, and we had a 2v1 or at the end a 3v2 situation. So I think every player worked so well, and then Adam knows, because his understanding, because of his pre-orientation, he always has the solution before he gets the ball. But the players have to be in the right areas, and they have done it today great over a long period, but yeah, wasn't good enough.
Oliver, you know at Crystal Palace, with the way your fans are, how passionate and noisy they are, what an impact they can play on the game. How worried was you about that happening at Everton today at this new stadium, and the way the fans are on top of the players?
Every fan deserves huge credit for the support, especially in England, and I love every single stadium. Of course, I love Selhurst most, but it's always a great atmosphere. Wherever I haven't played in one stadium here in England where it wasn't a great atmosphere. So I remember we played Monday evening, 8 o'clock at Doncaster. The rain comes sideways, 2 degrees. You know, you don't go out with your dog in this weather, and the stadium was full and the atmosphere was fantastic. So I think this is what you in England can be really proud of, that the support of your team, and yeah. So I think they were quite silent over 60-70 minutes. So also we helped them a little bit to get back, and then yes, it was very loud, and it was a really nice stadium, and yeah, unfortunately we lost.
Thank you.
Okay, that's it, everyone. Thanks very much.